We live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? What is my where's my chat? Where is my chat? Uh text. Okay. Wait. Where's my chat and everything? Do we got people in the house? Wait a minute. Wait a second. Am I live? Let's see. Yep, your boy is live. Wait a second. Am I live? Uh, 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 Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, guys, share, share, share. La 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 la. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. Technical. I don't know if anybody's in the house. Go to your platform, find the chat window, click. Um, mm, sources. Copy the URL. In OBS, go to docs. What's docs? Oh. Uh, damn. Hold on, my peoples. I'm using a new platform, so I'm using a new platform. Let's see. I didn't come anywhere here. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Da-da. Mm. Mm-mm. was working before. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Captions? So, no. Ducks. Chat. Oh, there we go. I see the chat. I see the chat. I see the chat. What do we have in the house? What do we have? What do we have? If you're in the house, say what's up. If you're in the house, say what's up. What's up? What's up? Uh 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 Da 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 da. What the? Oh, this is docs. Custom browser docs. What? Jones to Jones stream health including go to view stats. View stats. Live and active. Top frames. What is this? Timestamps. Participants. Sign in to chat or publicly. Okay. Anyways. Anyways. What is this? YouTube live control panel. What's the YouTube control panel on OBS? Technical difficulties. Is a built-in that allows you to manage your stream's metadata and setting, manage broadcast, start streaming, scheduling, stream, enable the docs once connected specific. YouTube docs like YouTube chat and the YouTube live should be remind you of active. Streaming your workflow, keep on, yeah. Does it show me number of viewers? Who's in the house? What's going on? Who do we have in the house? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Technical difficulties here. Oh, God. I'm having dinner like a weak ass. AI doesn't need food. We got HJ in the house. Oh, oh my gosh. Hold on. How's my audio coming in? Is it fine? Is it good? Continue. Whatever. Okay. Let's just do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What? Hold on. Do 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 do. What? What was this? Oh God. Where did it go? Oh man. Okay. Okay, peoples. I'm figuring things out, okay? I'm figuring things out. I'm trying to. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. All right. Learn more. I don't want to learn more. I don't want to learn more. Anyways, what the? Yo, what is this? What the hell is that in the back? Why is the Google cut out? HJ, let me know. Let me know if you're in the house. If you can comment. Mm-mm-mm. That's so weird. The Google is cut out. What the? It's like something is overlaying in the back. This thing, whatever this thing is. What is that? I don't know what that is. I have no clue what this thing is at all. Uh, yes. Oh. Okay. Okay. We back. It's your boy AB. Can you hear me? Can you let me know who is in the house? Who's in the house? We got HJ in the house. Who else is in the house? Ba ba ba. Who's in the house? We got some people. Hold on. Let me go get a drink. Man. It's been a little while. But I'm glad to be back in the house. I'm back now. It's a new year, right? It's the 12th day of January. It's the 12th day of January, and I am back on the block. I'm up. What's going on, my peoples? Who's in the house? Stock Market 101 with your boy AB. Man, look, struggle streaming already. We're struggle streaming already. You already know what it is. You know how we do it. You already know how we do this. Good. Uh-oh. We're still live. We're still live. Who's in the house? We got nobody. We got somebody. We got nobody. Yeah. Anyways. Ba, ba, ba. All right. Let's get into it. 20 minutes later. Thanks for the patience on the technical. But anyways, listen, man, it's a new year. Welcome back. Welcome back. Seems like the mic is hot, I think. I don't know. The mic seems hot. Mic is hot. Mic is hot. Mic is hot. Mic is hot. So, anyways, welcome to the Profit Reports. Your boy AB. You know, let's talk about what happened. First of all, we made it to 2026, right? We made it to 2026, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So, it's your boy AB. I'm back. I'm back on the mic. You already know how I feel about things. Hold on a second. I gotta get my light. Gotta get my light situated. Gotta get my light situated. Gotta get my light situated. Pow, pow, pow. I'm trying to get all into it, but anyways. So today, We're gonna cover the stock market. Stock market 101, that's the video. But anyways, this is really me coming back on the show, getting back into the groove of things. Um why is it all blurry over there? Let me see. Let's see, this might be a little bit better. Anyways, so as you guys all know, right? Um Steve-O, Steve-O, so this is the new format. This is gonna be the new format for the year, right? We're not gonna do the daily show. Daily show was a little too much. A little too much, right? So we're gonna do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday show. Okay. Now, Steve-O, Mance is a busy man. Uh, Steve-O will drop in here and there. He said he could probably do once a week, but I enjoy doing this show, right? You guys know, man, when I'm up here and I'm breaking it down, I'm in my groove. You know where I be, right? Anyways, this is your boy, AB, coming at you live from downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, down the street from the world famous Bourbon Street, down the street from the world famous Canal Street. It's your boy, AB, and this is the Profit Report. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. What it do, what it is. We're gonna kick off the new year. Listen, guys, if you guys are followers of the show, you know that before we pick a company, we go through their financials and we talk about all the cool stuff and all that good stuff, right? Now, um that's cool. That's fun. We had fun covering all kinds of companies last year. I mean, let's just go and look and see what we did last year, just to kind of recap, right? We gotta recap. We gotta recap and see what companies did we review last year, right? I think we started the show way back 5 months ago. Holy moly! Look at that. Apple Inc. was the first company. Look at my hair. Why is my hair looking about the same? Actually, it's kind of crazy. My hair is looking all the same. They tell you about legal. This was let's see when this was. July 14th. Very first episode dropped. Who do we got in the house with us? Is that HJ in the house? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who we got? Who we got? Anyways, so the first show to drop July 14th. Um, and we dropped a bunch of different stuff. I mean, just to kind of recap, we did Bumble and then we did Match Group. And I'm over here ranting and raving. And then I got U-Haul. I mean, we got into it with Steve-O, Victoria's Secret. We had our fashion week. We had our car week over here. We got Ford and Tesla, Rivian. And then we had the Vice week. I remember Vice week. We had Vice week where we talked about strip club, gambling, alcohol, cigarettes, gambling again, beer here. And then we kept going with the vices. Look at us over here. We got Steve-O in the house. We had Steve-O all up in here covering Jack in the Box, Domino's, Starbucks. We had the rant, and then we went into the technologies, Roku, Kodak, Nokia. Steve was coming at you solo. This was when I was in Africa, breaking it down. Steve was gotten all up into it. And then, I came back and we did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So that was kind of the recap, right, of 2025. We tried a different model. We had people participating. We had viewers come up. It was all good times. Good times, right? Um, how's my lighting, by the way? How am I looking out there? You know what I'm saying? Boy, I need a cut, baby. Your boy is looking a little rough out here. Boy, looking like he's coming from the jungles of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea peoples. Y'all ever seen these peoples? Boy, coming at you straight from the Papua New Guinea. Let me see. Boy, coming at you. You got the paws, baby. What you know about these Papua New Guinea guys, right? You know what I'm saying? Boy, looking little village. Boy, I'm looking kind of Papua New Guinea vibes over here. Where we got them people? Let's see. I'm looking like this guy right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I looking like this guy right now? You know, like, I don't know. Kind of feel like Papua New Guinea right. You know, boy, AB is looking a little rough out here. Need a cut, but anyways, who would have in the house? If you're in the house, say what it do. Show me some love. Show me some love if you're in the house. Guys, what do y'all want to talk about? I mean, in terms of stock market, right? Now, listen, I kind of want to just dive into the stock market. I'm gonna use Google, actually trading view, trading view. Ba ba ba. We're gonna get into it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Um, you know, we look at Tesla, for example. Now, I know all of you out here, you've seen this stuff, right? You've been on Facebook. I mean, you've been on Instagram and some guys talking about a chart and this. And you're like, oh my God, what is this? What is all these things, right? I don't understand the chart 100%. I try to understand it a little bit, but we'll talk about all this. But this is trading, right? This is trading. You're trading, Um, but how does this all kind of make sense together? But anyways, let's get back to this now. We're gonna say, hi Google, give me a dummy 101 lesson on the stock market. How does it all works? Let's see what Google says, right? The stock market is a collection of markets where investors buy and sell shares of company ownership. It allows companies to raise capital for growth. Y'all know what that means? Capital for growth. So they need money while offering investors the potential for higher returns through capital appreciation and dividends. The stock price is determined by supply and demand. We're influenced by company performance, investor sentiment, and economic conditions. Um, all right, key concept. Stocks represent fractional ownership in a company. Owning a stock may give you voting rights at shareholder meetings and a portion of the company's profits in terms of dividends. All right. Stock exchanges, regulated platforms such as the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, where stocks are traded. They connect buyers and sellers and provide liquidity. Now, we'll get back to this whole provide liquidity situation because I found some interesting stuff earlier, right? Um, Brokers act as intermediaries between investors and stock exchanges, executing buy and sell orders on behalf of clients. Today, this is often done through online brokerage accounts and platforms. So market indexes, benches like the S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average that tracks the performance of a group of stocks to provide a snapshot of market trends. Anyways, so that's the kind of breakdown that it's given us, right? Give me more details. This is too generic. Let's see. Let's see if they can do a better job than that. Mm, 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 mm. Um, uh, how does how does it all work? Where are these uh shares located? How does it all work, right? In the modern, largely electronic stock market, shares are not physical items located in one specific place, but rather electronic record of ownership maintained in a complex system of databases by brokers, transfer agents, and central depositories. So let's see how it works. The tracking of stock ownership involves several key players and systems. You, when you buy stock through an online brokerage account. So a brokerage account, what is a brokerage account, right? What is a stock brokerage account? So it's an investment account at a financial firm that lets you buy and sell investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs, as acting as a gateway to the market for long-term growth or specific blah blah blah. So basically, these are the companies that uh if you like, it's kind of like an Amazon for stocks in a way, right? Um you want to buy a Tesla stock, you can't go to directly to Tesla and buy it. Those shares are available for purchase on these um, through like a brokerage. So you go to one of these Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, Robinhood. I use Robinhood. I know my friends that use Schwab. I know some people that use Fidelity. I've used Vanguard myself. They're all sort of this. They're all. There's no difference between them. They all are approved to do this. They're all are legit. Um, so that's actually a good point that you don't pick like some weird website. You got to make sure it's legit, right? Um, how can I So, see, it says brokerage accounts are typically covered by the Securities Investors Protection Corporation, which protects up to $500,000 in securities and a $250,000 limit on cash. So, what does this mean? How can I know a brokerage is legit? Let's see, because I didn't actually even, I don't know. To verify a brokerage legitimacy, you should check its registration with regulation bodies like the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, blah, 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 and the SEC. So you could use all these websites to check to make sure, you know, like if someone on Instagram is like, "Hey, give me your money and I'll invest it for you," and or use this website and they create their own website and say, "Oh yeah, put your money there or transfer money to like a website that they created." No, okay. You have to use your social security and open a brochure. What? So what will I need to open a brokerage account? Okay. So this is, remember guys, this is stock market 101 fundamentals. To open a brokerage account, you'll need to provide personal and financial information, a government issued ID, and details for funding the account. The online application process can take often complete in 15 minutes. So what do? You go to, let's say, Fidelity. So you go to Fidelity and let's see, Fidelity now, they got all this stuff, right? Accounts. So open an account and then let's see what they got for us. You see that? Brokerage account. What does that mean? Trade smarter with $0 commissions for online US stock, ETF, and options trades, fractional share trading for a slice of your favorite companies, and powerful research tools. So let's click on it. Brokerage account. What does this do? $0 commission. Invest with $0 commission. No plus no fees to open your account. So there's no fees to open your account. Um, so there you go. I mean, they have an app, do it on the computer, you know. What is old fidelity account? What does that mean? Let's see what we got. But now once you get in, right, this is where it kind of gets complicated. Now, um another thing I want to address is this word like investing versus stock trading, stock market, all these words, right? Stock trading is different than investing, in my opinion. So if you are looking to profit from buying and selling stocks, you are stock trading. Okay. Why is it called stock trading? It's called stock trading because people buy and sell stocks in a marketplace known as stock market. They trade in pieces of companies for profit. A practice that began with Dutch East India Company selling parts of its voyagers to investors. The word stock itself, while trading describes the exchange of these shares. Mm, 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 mm. See, it says the act of buying and selling these shares, often for short-term profit, distinct from long-term investing, right? So all these people again, when people coming at you on TikTok and Instagram and they're like stock market, blah blah blah, and you got all these charts, you got all this that, and oh man, you see the it's holding resistance and this. They're doing stock trading. Okay, all right. Investing is different from trading, so that's like one of the most important things that you need to kind of know, right? This stock trading is a different game than investing. Now, they both uh, are doing it using stocks, but the difference is that this one is, you're buying, hoping it goes up in price, and you're selling it immediately. Investing, generally speaking, is you're holding it. If you have cash, you give cash and you get stocks, and the stock goes up in value over the years. Instead of your money, your cash sitting in a bank, you rather hold some stocks and the value hopefully goes up. Now, this is not investment advice and blah, blah, blah. Now, the game essentially always is, well, which stock, you know, how do I know it's going to go up and all these things, right? And that's the whole financial analyst people are doing all day. Now, to make it easier for everybody, there's a thing called a mutual fund. Mutual fund. So let's talk about investing for a second, right? If you have $50,000, $10,000, whatever, or you need to set yourself up for retirement, you know, actually, let's talk about retirement. How much will I need to retire? All right. So this is kind of where investment comes in. Okay. Determining the exact amount you'll need for retirement is a personal. It depends on your lifestyle. Um, a common guideline is to aim for a total savings balance of 10 to 12 times your final annual income by the time you retire. Okay. So there's all kinds of ways that people tell you to do it, but financial experts offer several rules of thumb to help you estimate your goal and track your progress. Most people will need about 70 to 80% of their income each year to maintain their current lifestyle retirement. There's a 25% rule to determine your total savings goal. Multiply your expected annual retirement expense by 25. For example, if you need $60,000 a year from your savings, your target is $1.5 million. Um, so they also another way is to save 15% of your pay. Um, by retirement, you want to have 10 to 12% your annual income. So let's just say right now you make, I don't know, $40,000. Let's say you make $50,000 a year right now. All right. If you make $50,000 a year, and let's just say that you saved, I don't know, 20%. So you just save that, but you just put it in a savings account, okay? And let's just say you do that every year for the next 40 years. If you do that, you'll have $400,000. Okay? But if you invest that instead of saving it, investment calculator. All right. So you can go to investmentcalculator.com. Let's say you start with $0. And after 40 years, now this return rate, guys, this is like on average how much if you had invested, your investment will increase by every year. Now, historically, the stock market has done about 8% or so. So we'll do that 8%. And let's say that you are contributing 10,000 at the beginning of the year. Okay, so you're doing $10,000 every year for the next 40 years. You're starting with zero. How much will you have if you have invested it? Remember, if you had just saved it, you would have just had 400,000, right? Now I want you to look at this number right here. When I click this calculate button, I want you to look at this difference right here. $2.7 million. Look at that. Total contributions, 400,000. So that's what you put in. But the value, like the total interest or your investment increasing was $2.3 million. Now, guys, do you see the power of investment? Now you say, well, how is that possible? Let's just go ask Google. If I invest in an SP 500 mutuals, what is it? A mutual fund for 40 years. If I invest 10K to a S&P for 40 years, what will I have? All right. An initial $10,000 investment. No, I meant 10K every year. All right. Sorry. It says if you invest $10,000 every year into an S&P 500 mutual fund for 40 years, you could have a nominal value of 4.4 million or before inflation and taxes, assuming an average annual return of 10%. After adjusting for inflation, the total could be worth around 1.6 million in today's purchasing power. So I did the 8%. I think that's what we got, like 2.7, 2.8, yeah. So yeah, if you did 10%, look how much the difference is, right? Historical, you're looking at 4.1 million dollar cost average invested in a fixed amount helps reduce the impact of the power of consistency. The real return is more of accurate measure. Unlike retirement accounts, a starter brokerage account will have tax implications. So does that make sense with like the whole saving versus investing? Even if you just 10,000 a month, I mean a year, just like that's like $1,000 a month for the next 40 years, it would only get to 400,000. But if you had invested it, it's gonna get into millions. It's gonna triple more than 400,000. So when they say, "Oh man, start investing for retirement now and this and that," you have to do it. You gotta do it. Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Who's in the house? What's up? Say what's up, people. Say what's up. Say what's up if you're in the house. Who do we have? Who do we have? Do we have HJ in the house? Do we have HJ? Do we have Bree? Who we got? We're doing stock 101, stock market 101. And investing versus trading. And so anyways, this is where you can come to Fidelity or Vanguard and open an account and you put money in there and then you buy a stock. And then, or you could buy other investment vehicles like what is what's up, Bree? What's going on, Bree? What do you have questions about, quote unquote, the stock market? What are you confused about? Uh, why don't you own stocks? Why don't you invest, quote unquote, in the stock market or put your money in the stock market? I know people are scared of it. People think it's like gambling or something that I could lose my money. So I kind of want to know what is just logging in, trying to catch up. Oh yeah, I was having technical difficulties in the morning. I mean, in the morning. First 20 minutes, I was having technical difficulties. Let me know if the audio is good. I'm concerned about the gambling aspects of it. So it's not gambling because it's owning legitimate companies. It's what is owning a stock mean? What is owning a stock mean? And is it gambling? Owning a stock means you are purchasing a share of ownership in a specific company. This makes you a part owner. While there are speculative elements to short term trading, so trading versus investing, I was talking about that earlier. Trading is like kind of looks like this, where there's all these charts and it's like everybody's like, oh man, you gotta do it this like that, oh my god, the charts are going crazy, got all these numbers going crazy at the top. This is trading. Traders kind of look at this stuff because they're trying to find a place where it's like, oh, if I buy this stock right here, I'll just sell it here and make a quick bucks. It's kind of like, I don't know, buying a soda from Costco for $1 and going around the corner and selling for $1.25. That's really what a stock trading is. You're just trying to buy it here and sell it here for a few dollars, which is either like the same day, the next week, the next couple of weeks. You're just trying to find a way where it's like, oh, I think this stock is kind of cheap right now. I'm gonna get in, and then bam, when it goes up, I'm gonna sell it. That's that's the gambling aspect of it, but that's really stock trading and not investing, if that makes a difference. Investing is, and I was talking, I don't know if you were here, Bree, when I was talking about investing versus saving money. I was talking about, let's say that, every year you save $10,000. Okay. Let's say every year you put $10,000 in your savings account after 40 years, right? So $10,000 times 40 years. Let's say you do this for the next 40 years. Every year you do it, right? You'll have $400,000. Okay. If you buy stocks with it, or what we call an S&P 500 index fund. Okay, that I know that sounds complicated. SP 500 index fund. Okay, what is the S&P 500 index fund? It's a type of investment fund that holds stocks of the 500 largest companies in the US. So if you buy, okay, so if you buy one thing of this, you own a piece of 500 of the biggest companies in America. Um, Fidelity. So what does that mean, right? So if you buy this thing, it's the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. One share of that is $242. So, um, and like I said, for example, the last 5 years, what has happened to this thing? Last 5 years is nearly doubled. It used to cost $130. Now it costs $242. So just imagine, like, If you bought this 5 years ago, today it would have been worth almost double. It would have went up $111. So let's just say, 10 years ago, if you had put, I don't know, $10,000 divided by 130, you would have owned 76 shares of it. Now times 242, it would have been now $18,600. So without you really doing anything, you just putting that 10,000 in there, it would have grown to $18,000. So that's what investing looks like. You put it in there and you forget it. Um, I know it sounds too good to be true. It's like, oh my god, like where's all this money coming from, and what does it really mean, and all that, which is kind of, um, I get the concern, but this is basically the American economy growing. This is the companies, having more revenue, having more profit, having increase their market share in whatever it is. So all these 500 companies inside this fund are working hard to grow, right? As they grow, obviously, um, you know, they're worth more. So then your investment is also worth more. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, like NFL team, whatever. If 10 years ago they had 10,000 people watching them, now there's 100,000 people watching the same team. It's worth more, right? Um, so that's the benefit of owning like something like like a S&P 500 index fund, which is the 500 biggest companies in America. You own a little piece of each of those 500 companies. So, yeah, one company is going to do really well, one company is going to suck, but on average, most like grow. One grows by 20%, the other is like down 10%, but on average, you're up 10%. You know what I mean? So, this is basically owning a piece of like the biggest companies in America. So, you really can't lose unless you think that America is going to lose. I think if you think America is going to go down, you can do like a international international index fund. So you could do this thing. This is like this is how you found it's like a product number almost. So when you go to Fidelity, you search this thing FSPSX. That's the stock, or that's like the investment um ticker, they call it. This is how you kind of identify the investment using these acronyms. Okay, so Google have their own, Tesla has their own. So you go in there and you search for it and you buy it. Let's see, the last 5 years, this one has done 34%. See, some are better than others. So look like the American economy has done better than the international economy in this case. Let's see what companies are in it. So we could know what it is. So it holds 700 international companies. So you're buying a piece of 700 companies, international level. So what does it own? It owns AstraZeneca. I don't know what they do. I think they're kind of, yeah, biotech company out of the UK. You're holding this company. I don't know what they do. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. SLM is a Dutch that designs photography machines, chip maker, blah blah blah. So they're semiconductor. So imagine you're owning all these companies. Nestle, we know about Nestle, Novartis. That's like a Shell, Siemens, Toyota. They own all kinds of stuff, right? So you could even go check to see what companies they own, composition, and then they tell you even what industry it is and where the companies are: Japan, UK, France, Germany, Sweden. So you're owning all these companies. Um, but it's not the only one. There's all types of mutual funds. So you click here, like Fidelity, for example. Look at all these mutual funds. Look at all these mutual funds. So you could do by risk, by asset class. You could do by returns, like high returns. Let's see, like, look at that, for example. Um, pa, pa, pa. Lifetime of funds, 15%. I mean, you got some things that are doing 15% here. On an annual basis, the last 5 years, they're doing plus 30, which is not that great. I'm trying to find some big ones. Looks like the S&P has been kicking ass the last 5 years. Oh, we did 10 years last time, huh? Oh, yeah. I see. SP 500 index fund. Fidelity. FX. Mm-mm-mm. 5 years? Damn. S&P has doubled in the last 5 years? That boy is kicking ass. That is actually pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Damn, S&P is doing well the last 5 years. 85% in 5 years. That's no abnormal. 85 divided by 5. 17% per year? What about last year? 20% is up. Year to date is up. 6 months is up. Woo. S&P is kicking ass the last 5 years. I see you. Let's see. You can say what investment in fund mutual fund has doubled in the last 3 years. I don't know. Let's see. Vanguard Information Technology Index Fund, VGT. Invesco, QQQ Trust, QQ Fidelity, Semiconductor. So look at that, this semiconductor thing. Let's see the last 5 years. Woo, 168%. So, you know, boy is doing well. What stocks it holds? This is how you know. So does that make sense now? Okay, so basically what these companies do, right? They pick companies that are in the same industry and they package them as a mutual fund. They make it available for you to buy it. So you don't have to buy one company and hope that you're right about that one company. You can sort of diversify your portfolio. I know everybody's heard this word. Diversify your portfolio. Guys, who got some people in the house? Who's in the house? Let me know. Participants. I can't see participants. Why? Top fans, maybe? Oh, H Jam. Who's in the house? If you're in the house, say what's up. Breeze, son. I got six people. I don't know who the six are. Says I got 6 folks in the house. Ba ba ba. Who is in the house? Uh-oh. What was that sound? Oh. All right. Trust. Who's in the house, baby? Studio. If you're in the house, say what's up. Who's laughing? Somebody's laughing. Somebody's throwing a laughy sign. Say what it do, baby. Say what's up to your boy if you're in the house. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right. But anyways, so these mutual funds, that's what they do. They get companies in, they pick a bunch of different stocks, put them together, and then make it available for you so you can invest. And they're professionally managed. What that means is like this. So what is it? And we can look into this. What is it? So Fidelity Select Semiconductors is an actively managed sector equity technology fund. Okay, so let's all break this word down. Actively managed. What does that mean? All right, you know what? Let's go here. Let's get into it. What what does it mean? Actively managed. Managed. Can't spell. Actively managed means an investment fund has a dedicated manager or team who makes deliberate decisions about which securities, okay, that's another word, securities, aka stock in this case, to buy, hold, or sell with the goal of outperforming a market benchmark or index. So actively managed means that they are buying and selling shares of, and like, oh, you know what? I think Nvidia is gonna go up, so I'm gonna buy more of it. Uh, I think this thing is gonna go down, so I'm gonna sell it. So they're actively managing what stocks are in there, how many, and all that stuff. And they're trying to beat like the S&P 500, you know. Um, And then it says this contracts with passively managed funds, which simply aim to mirror the performance of an index with minimal human intervention. So I don't want to go too deep, but basically you can come in here in Fidelity or Vanguard or other ones. You know, you go to Vanguard or Vanguard, and they do the same thing. Products and services, ways to invest, investment products, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, accounts. You could open one, mutual funds, and they'll tell you what they got. You know, shop all mutual funds, and you could kind of do the same thing what I just did right now. Strategies. You say all in total ESG cash. What is the strategy? Management style, active index, asset class, risk. You could do risk like you want very risky. Um, so there you go in there. You look at the mutual fund. It's like, oh, what is in it? It tells you. See, management style, active. You see that? Asset class, domestic stock, general. What does that mean? That means it's just U.S. companies. Domestic is U.S. If it says international, it's something else, right? Portfolio. Oh, oh, this is frozen. Frozen. Who do we have in the house? What it do, my peoples? What it do? What it is? Can you hear me? Let me know if my audio's good. Make sure you give it a like, guys. If you're in the house, give us a like. What's going on? Your boy is back. Your boy AB is back. Today is just a little coming back to the scene. But now I found out some interesting stuff about uh trading. So maybe tomorrow I'll do like a trading stock trading strategies. Let's see. Now this is other side, okay? We just got done talking about investing. There's a difference between investing and trading. What is trading? Trading is buying it, buying it like low and selling it high. You're flipping. It's like, God, I was flipping. It's like, I'm gonna buy it here. I'm gonna flip it over here. That kind of thing. That's what stock trading is, right? Um, and this is where it gets weird on TikTok and Instagram and these people that like, oh man, if you have bought so and so stock, I just made $10,000. Ba 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 ba. So I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that you can't make it, I don't know, a hobby, a job, whatever, where you look for companies that are like, oh man, I think this company is gonna like, do something. Like I'm reading this, I'm reading the news, I'm seeing what they're doing. I think that healthcare is gonna be a big business, and I think this company is doing it the best. Let me get in now so that it's gonna be worth so much money later on. You know, uh, that happens. But what a lot of these stock trading people do is they not they're just looking for pockets where it's like, I think it's gonna go up by 10-20% in the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna use whatever I got, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, get in, make a quick 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and get out. So they're not really thinking about the company. They're just trying to find that window where they can get it and get out. And this is really what a lot of people are interested in, right? Uh I don't have that skill set right now. Like I know a little bit. I can I'm learning. I'm trying to see if this is something let's do, but let's ask something a question. So can you make a living trading stocks? Let's just ask this question. So I just want, yes, it's possible to make a living trading stocks, but it's extremely challenging, and the majority of traders do not succeed over time. Success requires significant capital, a proven strategy, strong risk management, and emotional discipline. All right, so low success rates. Studies indicate that only about 1 to 4% of independent day traders consistently achieve profitability net of fees. Most traders lose money and many quit within the first few months or years. Okay, so I'm not saying you're not gonna win once or twice or here and there or whatever it is. Somebody's like, oh yeah, I found the formula. I found the formula to beat the market and this and that. We'll see. I mean, a lot of people that try it. I've seen people win. I've seen people also lose a lot trying to play this game. You know, Hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've seen people lose. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Literally hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've seen people lose trying to play this game. So it's not, you can lose it when you're doing this stuff, which is day trading or stock trading or swing trading or any sort of quote unquote trading, right? Is it is it possible you can hit? Yeah. This is where it sort of leans to gambling, leans to casino vibes more than anything else, right? Um Individual traders compete with highly sophisticated AI driven high frequency trading systems. used by large institutions who have an inherent advantage due to speed, capital, and resources. So, um, uh, so they're recommending you have 100,000, and then they're telling you like you gotta have discipline and education. You gotta manage your fear and greed. You gotta be able to stay the course and this and that. So it's not for the weak. It's extremely unprofitable for most people on the long run. It's kind of like the casino. If you hit a couple times or if you hit once, just get out, man. Because if you keep going back to the casino, eventually the casino will be up, right? Um, I think I kind of trade here and there for fun, but I'm not really doing it with like risky stocks or anything like this. I'm not doing it with a lot of money. I think it's fun or whatever, but it's. But anyways, let's just entertain this for a second. I just want to make that very clear before we get into some of these quote unquote strategies, right? Let's see. Stock trading strategies are systematic plans that use predefined rules to achieve profitable returns, typically relying on either technical or fundamental analysis. Okay, so technical analysis, what does that mean? They're looking at where the price been, where it's ever been high, it's been low, where is it trending, if it's trending up or if it's trending down, that kind of thing, right? The most effective strategy depends on individuals' goals, risk tolerance, and blah blah blah. So day trading, so scalping is an extremely fast method focused on making dozens or hundreds of trades per day to capture small profits from minor price fluctuations, often holding positions for seconds or minutes. So that's a thing too. Like somebody might buy Tesla stock for a minute, make 20, 30 cents, but they're using like $50,000, right? So let's just say 50,000 times, I don't know. Let's just say they make 22 cents. 22 cents. So 0.22 divided by 100. So times 50,000. So they make $110 in a second, right? So they're like, hey man, I just made $111 in a second. Some people make that the whole day they're working. So I just get 50,000. If I make 22 cents a day, like hey, I make blah blah blah. And if I do it a couple of times a day, hey, I made $200 a day, $300 a day. I'm in my pajamas, I made $300 a day. And that's the kind of thing they say. So if I make $300 a day times 5 times a week, I make 1,500. Hey man, I made $75,000 a year. Hey, we live, baby. We're live. I don't even know how this works. I don't even know how to add a guest. Holy smokes. Let me see. Let me see. I'm not saying you're going to come on, but I need to figure this out. I'm using a different software. How to add a guest on OBS. Let's see. I don't even know. OBS does not have native invite guest button. To add a guest, you must use a third-party communication tool and bring its video audio into. Oh my lord. Man, I can't send you a link because I'm using a different software to stream. Oh my god. Man, what the hell? Look at this. Let me get my laptop, man. HJ, I don't even know how I'm gonna get you in here. All right. Let me try this method. Let me try this method and see if it works. We're gonna have to try it. What is this? Okay, it says, yeah, I'm using a different software. Um, uh, 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 hold on, Bubba. Create a room, copy the guest invite link, send it to your guest. Create a room name. Copy link. Hold on. Don't leave. I got you. Ba, ba, ba. Hold on. I'm about to send you. Oh man. I don't even know how. I don't even know how I'm gonna. Oh yeah, let me go to the stream here. Okay, so bam. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so bam. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, what did it say? Hassan, click on that. Oh, all right. Uh, hold on, Bubba. Can you hear me? No. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Hold on. Uh, copy the guest invite link. Once the guest joins, copy their solo view link. What is their solo view link? Where's your oh? Copy. All right, hold on. Copied. Okay. Then what? And OBS add a browse source, name it. Oh my god. Hold on. Name it guest. Okay. URL. Hey, oh god. Hold on. Oh, I think I don't know how to get you on the screen. Man, I don't know how to get you up here. I don't know how to get you up here, man. Are you here? You're over there. Oh my God. Mute. Say something. Hello? Can you talk? Son, let me know if you're talking. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? I should have used my old software. This software sucks. And this is the one that everybody uses for streaming. Guest. Properties. Interact. Source projector. Oh crap. Now what? I don't even know what I just did. Oh, okay. I need to close out of this or what? Man. Ah, no clue. Uh, oh, oh. Well, let me see.